Jai Baba. I'm going to read from The Path of Love, which was sort of a compilation of material that was given to Phyllis Frederick for the Awakener magazine back in the 50s. There's some wonderful things that I think about often. So the first one is titled 7 Sahavas Sayings. Desire for nothing except desirelessness. Hope for nothing except to rise above all hopes. Want nothing, and you will have everything. Seek not to possess anything, but to surrender everything. Serve others with the understanding that in them you are serving me. Be resigned completely to my will, and my will be yours. Let nothing shake your faith in me, and all your bindings will be shaken off. Real happiness lies in making others happy. The real desire is that which leads you to become perfect in order to make others perfect. The real aim is that which aims to make others become God by first attaining godhood yourself. Be angry with none but your own weakness. Hate none but your lustful self. Be greedy to own more and more wealth of tolerance and justice. Let your temptation be to tempt me with your love in order to receive my grace. Wage war against your desires, and godhood will be your victory. Love others as you would love yourself, and all that is yours. Fortunate are they whose love is tested by misfortunes. Love demands that the lover sacrifice for the beloved. Real living is dying for God. Live less for yourself and more for others. One must die to one's own self to be able to live in all other selves. One who dies for God lives forever. This period of Sahavas is the period of my suffering and helplessness. My glorification will follow my humiliation. And then my wish. Baba said, the lover has to keep the wish of the beloved. My wish for my lovers is as follows. 1. Do not shirk your responsibilities. 2. Attend faithfully to your worldly duties, but keep always at the back of your mind that all this is Baba's. 3. When you feel happy, think, Baba wants me to be happy. When you suffer, think, Baba wants me to suffer. 4. Be resigned to every situation and think honestly and sincerely, Baba has placed me in this situation. 5. With the understanding that Baba is in everyone, try to help and serve others. And last, 6th, I say with my divine authority to each and all that whosoever takes my name at the time of breathing his last comes to me. So do not forget to remember me in your last moments. Unless you start remembering me from now on, it will be difficult to remember me when your end approaches. You should start practicing from now on. Even if you take my name only once every day, you will not forget to remember me in your dying moments. And the poems I'm going to read have been written over the last month. One true word. There are altogether too many words in this world. The container of this globe is filled to overflowing. Words result in sickness and disease. Words are the leading cause of death. The worldly one wants a war of words. Whatever happened to a man of his word? The disciples of Jesus spread his word. I suppose it all comes down to the last word. You, beloved, gave us the word of your name, the sweet honey word of your divine name. The more that word is repeated, all other words assume their rightful position. All words are subservient to the one true word. One goes to paradise repeating that word. One goes to the place that is beyond all words, whenever one remembers him with all one's heart. Vitoba appeared as a young boy standing on a brick, his arms akimbo on his hips. Panduranga was the manifestation of Vishnu, the very appearance of the Lord Krishna. Now, Kalki has come before us, majestic on his white horse. This yuga is at its end. Only one silent word in every heart, Baba. I say your name. So many years I looked up at the planets and stars. I could name the constellations, see the craters on the moon, the heavens and firmament, an evening friend. I drank the Milky Way as a nightcap. Now my head does not bend. My sight is no longer clear. My solar system is changing. The jeweled skies reside within me. I see what you want me to see. For years, I was an expert on the seeming. Now I see the fog for what it is, a raiment that covers your sun. My longing was once a green thing. Like spring, it grew and with growth flowered. Now it is aligned with patience. I admire the stillness of the frozen lake. Each night, I ask you to remain with me. The last thing I do is say your name. Morning comes, and I do the same. The days fall away like so many leaves. Oh, beloved, I stand at the shore. I have suffered the ebbing of tides. I have enjoyed the highest of tides. One day, your ocean will engulf me. An ancient dream. Sometimes, when the dawn is still young, the first rays caressing this old earth, it comes back to me. First the feeling, then the procession, the caravan itself. It must be an ancient dream. Like all dreams, it has its own charm. I do not know when this memory first came. As it feels, it's always been with me. I was sitting in the desert. The air was dry and still. There was a crescent moon sitting low in the early morning sky. My companions were sitting cross-legged. There was a feeling of imminency. There was a sense of awe and wonder. Something was moving silently in the rare air. I saw the donkeys and bullocks and camels, the figures walking beside the caravan. A figure dressed in white surveyed the passing scenery. For a moment, the white-garbed one locked eyes with me, and I drifted away. I spend my days in awe and wonder. The gentle breeze moving the curtain of memory. You give me the words. I have made ready my home for you. The furniture has all been removed. The only dust is the dust I am becoming. Beloved, sweep me with your broom. How can we continue in such manner? You fill me up while emptying me. I sit and gaze my days away. You make everything worthwhile. You are the fulsome continuity of love. You are the breeze that arrives before dawn. You are the hush and whisper in your lover's ear. You are the symphony manifesting creation's song. I sing your praises. You give me the words. I would say more if I could. You wake me and the words reveal themselves. Before I awakened this morning, you had already visited me. I can see you standing over my sleeping self. Maybe your hair brushed my forehead. I will continue as long as there is ink in my pen. As long as my hand continues to write the words you repose in me. as long as you shower me with your grace. Milk and honey, milk and honey. The dancing rose shimmered in the soft morning light. The rose swayed and shimmied in the gentle breeze. All nature moves to your tune. All motion begins with you. A bee and a butterfly appear on cue. Who tells their wings to move? I watch them circle the rose, then fly off to who knows where. Let my words echo the words of the sages. Make my words true as the blue above. Everything real comes from you. In the same way, everything goes to you. There is a heart hidden within each heart. You make manifest the treasure enshrined. You enliven the lover with your touch. Your sweetness flows like milk and honey. Storm clouds are gathering on the horizon. The world is a tumbler turned upside down. The unutterable truth resides within each one. The beloved enjoys the divine Leela. Open your mouth and let the world fly out. Make yourself hollow in a receptive container. Let the Lord of love fill you up. May his milk and honey be overflowing. Always looking at you. What do I see when I look into your eyes? There are no words for what I see. They have all been taken from me. Words are useless, fruitless, and futile. I see something that is beyond me. I cannot stop looking anyway. Your eyes are like liquid, always moving, flowing, clear, inexplicable. I cannot stop looking at you. Morning, day, night, in dreams. I see your eyes looking into mine. I am lost in the wilderness of paradise. I am always looking at you, whether I am aware of it or not. Your eyes remove me from this world. Your eyes are my passageway to you. Whatever I look at is not really there. Only your eyes are worth looking into. Your eyes free me from myself. Such a fine filament connects your eyes to mine. My eyes would shed 1,000,000 tears if ever your eyes were taken from me. When will your eyes and my eyes see as one? O beloved, how can my small eye see everything? Heartland. I finally spit the world out. Like a bad seed, it flew from my mouth. I exhaled the noxious and malodorous breath and breathed you into your rightful home. This Heartland is all I've ever wanted, a place you and I now reside. I am protective of this sacred residence. No stranger can enter here. There are no exits in this heart. The entrance is adorned with 1,000,000 roses. Each one your lover has grown for you. Every rose nourished from your lover's tears. No tears of sorrow when the beloved visits here. Only tears of joy fall from the lover's eyes. Each tear a moth burning in the beloved's flame. My Lord's candle burns bright and true. My heart was hidden by the cloak of myself. The beloved stripped me of my false garments. He made me a child once again. He is taking from me all my impediments. This Heartland cannot be found on any map. Enter here, and all else disappears from view. This is solely the beloved's sanctum and temple. In the fullness of the heart, he makes his throne. Now, this next one I wrote when I was in Grand Strand Hospital. I was there for 5 days. I'm not going to go into detail except to say that I had some close calls. I thought at one point I might pass. I met with 4 teams of surgeons. They wanted to do an emergency surgery on me at one point, and then an exploratory surgery. And Bob had just kept changing the tests and the x-rays and the CAT scans that blew the doctor's mind. I just, I kept thinking what Bob has said, I dare not, care not for my lovers. Also, something I thought of quite a bit. Bob has said to always say, all is well and beautiful. I will be happy. And that occurred to me quite a bit. So I wrote this when I was in Grand Strand Hospital. How great you are. Like a man ready to roll over the lip of Niagara Falls. You bring me back, beloved. You save me again and again. When I am at my most hopeless and helpless, when I feel my time here might be done, you take me from the brink. You rearrange my life story. I could not hold myself together. You came to my bedside, and life began anew. How great you are. How grateful I am. I ride the high tide of your love and grace. You are opening all the doors. You, beloved, are behind every door. My life became renewed when you opened the door and walked through. The sky and heavens are in their rightful place. The sun and moon are always shining. The clouds carry tears of joy. The rivers are running to join the sea. You, beloved, make everything worthwhile. If I were a bower of roses, I would become a garland for you, encircling your divinely beautiful neck. The answer to every prayer. I walked fields of brambles and thorns. Heavy, dense clouds followed across barren pastures, wandering through the rough and tumble thickets. Never a respite, never a drop of rain. I called out to you in my aloneness. These wastelands were a malady and a blessing. You sent sweet showers of charity. This unexpected rain washed and cleansed me. You bathe me. You imbue me with you. You take me to the blooming and flowering fields. I walk these gardens with my beloved. I inhale the fragrance of his love. A blessing when I was without, as I appreciated what was given all the more. How can I begin to say what you mean to me? How can I say who you really are? You are the eternal moment in time. You are the intoxicant and intoxicator. Your distillation clears away the worries of the world. My sobriety, or lack of sobriety, rests and resides in you. You are Krishna. I hear your flute all around me. You are Lord Ram, shooting arrows into my heart. You are lovely Buddha, bubbling with laughter. You are darling Meher, the answer to every prayer. Ever restless. Another day has run its course. The clock beside the bed slowly unwinding. I touch your feet in the photo of you resting. Time passes away in a most familiar way. My caretaker companion closes the curtains. Anita settles me in bed, tucking me in. She opens a book from the desk by the window. She reads the words that soothe and comfort my heart. I ask Anita to read a line over again. I want to remember it. Remember this moment. I nod my head as I look at your photo on the wall. You nod and smile back at me. These words are my balm and succor. They gently lift me from my bed. I set sail to the place where only you reside. My body sleeps, but I do not. I am ever restless to be with you, ever eager, ever ready to see you. All else is just time pass. You are the promised roseate dawn. Somehow the birds sing more sweetly this morning. I hear them before I open my eyes. The song is oh so near and dear, like your infinite hand on my all too human heart. And then the last, there's a book, an old book that was made into a movie called God is My Co-Pilot. So this one is titled Pilot to Paradise. I am your passenger. I travel with you. Sitting, walking, sleeping, gazing, dining, talking, no matter what, you are the jewel that adorns my life. You are my support and safe haven. You are my calling card. Your name is illuminated. This world is a rock pile without you. With you, it is a sparkling gemstone. I am invincible with you at my side. A warrior, I face down all foes. Time and death collapse before you. You, beloved, are eternal life. Your mercy burns away every impurity. Your clarion call reaches each heart. I fell through false worlds to be with you. You level the highest mountain for your lover. The winds of this world continue to blow. They cannot penetrate this temple which you occupy. My prayer has become larger than the world. There is nothing other than your name. This world is madness personified. Wear the smile of his love upon your face. Remember him, and all is well and beautiful. Remember him, your pilot to paradise.
Thank you, John.
Thank you. J. Bob.
J. Bob.
Thank you.